Hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here and welcome back to another Reddit video, and today we will be looking at r/JustNeckbeardThings part 37. Let's get started. If you thought you were a real gamer, think again. No, you're not a gamer. I'm so sick of all these people who think they're gamers. No, you're not. Most of you are not even close to being gamers. I see these people saying, I put well over 100 hours into this game. It's great. That's nothing. Most of us can easily put 300 plus in all of our games. I see people who only have the Nintendo Switch and claim to be gamers. Come talk to me when you pick up a PS4 controller, then we can be friends. Also, dear all women, Pokemon is not a real game. Animal Crossing is not a real game. The Sims is not a real game. Mario is not a real game. Stardew Valley is not a real game. Mobile games are not real games. Put down the baby games and play something that requires challenge and skill for once. Sincerely, all of the actual gamers. Or more like sincerely, only this guy. Because all games are real games. That's why they're frickin' called games. Gatekeeping has gotten a little ridiculous lately. Anyway, now we go from gatekeeping to flexing. How to flex on your fellow neckbeards. This dude is wearing 2 hats. 2. I mean, 2 hats looks a little strange, but I don't think it actually makes him a neckbeard. This next one though is a lot cringier than wearing 2 hats. It's that hoodie again with all the weird faces, and this time, it's in full color. But who knows, in times like these, it might actually be smart to wear things like that, because the CDC recommends wearing anime shirts to socially distance others away from you. And I'll quote a little paragraph from the satirical article. The idea is to create a feeling of immense awkwardness around the wearer, stated CDC Director Robert Redfield. To be effective, the shirt should cause others to worry about accidentally being associated with you should they stand too close for any period of time. So maybe the guy wearing the shirt with the weird faces might have the right idea here. This next one's titled, Lads, We've Been Generalized. Reddit is just a hive mind with an IQ of 63, no common sense, and a hatred to women and children hiding under a fedora. Now, to provide a bit of context for this, the original tweet was actually, don't use F for a real person, he deserves better. For that statement, I think he has a point. F is kind of a meme. But at the same time, even though yes, there are a lot of idiots who post on Reddit, not all of Reddit is like that. This next one was posted on r/incels, oh boy. Women will never know how it feels to be depressed, be lonely, be helpless, be hopeless, be suicidal, be rejected, be friend-zoned, have to work hard to get stuff since they get it for free, be unwanted, be unloved, be virgins. Anything else to add, incels? No, we don't need to add anything else. We need to do the opposite. Final assessment. All of you are dying with your D's and exhaust outlets or similar misgivings. The kind of depth you're demanding from your partner is unrealistic and non-existent. You cannot expect that kind of depth and personality from females. They are barely persons even. Wow, barely persons. This next one is wooing mlady from the gym through Craigslist. Some 24-hour otaku gym nonsense. Okay, so, we frequently cross paths at the gym. We did today. Since you like the elliptical machine, I'll be using elliptical language. What does that even mean? Your hair tends to be dyed in a split, cycling through a myriad of colors, and if I'm forthcoming about this, I'd guess you're something of a weeb. No points lost. I always want to say something. It's nice after all to see somebody there as nerdy as I am, but pestering someone at the gym isn't really my style. If you're like me, you probably want to be left the hell alone while you're there. That said, I'm relocating at the end of May, and it's gonna bother me if I leave and never say anything. So if you're reading this, maybe it's worth noting that I haven't got any unsavory intentions, and that I'll say hello eventually. You're welcome to respond with an, and this next part is written in Japanese. If anyone knows how to read Japanese, please let me know what it says in the comment section. Continuing, if you like. Yes, I have respectable fluency in Japanese if that sweetens the deal. If you want to say hello prior to that event, identify yourself with your current hair color and the side on which it's dyed. Tell me the video game character that's on every one of my gym shirts. Bonus points if you find the common language error I intentionally tucked into this post. It hurt to type it, believe me. Was it the elliptical language? And for this next one, iFunny is just full of people like this. This comment was on a post about a woman talking about her relationship with her man. And the Neckbeard posts, yeah, but women aren't equal to men. Men are smarter and stronger. Besides, housekeeping is being replaced by machines, and eventually the only role women will be good for is reproduction, which eventually the artificial womb will also fill. I just don't understand how some people can think like this. I seriously don't. This next one couldn't think of any ways to make this any creepier. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm just really stressed right now. I lost my job today and my landlord is threatening me if I don't pay my rent. OMG, I'm so sorry. Would it help if I screwed you so hard you creamed on my D? Please answer me, kitten. Daddy is not happy. Why in the world would you say that? This next one found a neckbeard on a video about neckbeards. And you can see the fedora guy in the video, but that's not what this is about. Donald comments, I am still upset that most of the fedora memes are people wearing a trilby. And the Neckbeard replies, shut the hell up. And Zoinkers replies, looks like I found a neckbeard out in the wild. This next one is titled, Discord RP servers are wild. So Evil Love here has made a character. Name, Evil. His name is literally evil, how creative. Gender, male. Age, 150, but looks 20. Personality, tries to be emotionless, will sacrifice himself for others. Sexuality, straight. Likes, helping allies, valuables, shiny stuff. Dislikes, anyone that is not an ally, dull weapons. Description, or include a picture. I don't see it, so I don't know. Species, dusk demon. Abilities, set fires with a touch. Cannot die. Dies and goes to hell for 2 hours in real life. Sharpen stuff on his horns. Strengths, melee combat with daggers, suppressed feeling for pain, fast learner. Weaknesses, feeling love, ranged fighting, often worn clothes, black pants, satchel, black boots. Special items, daggers with engraving on the handle that says evil. Extra, eat souls to heal. I mean, they're keeping it to a role play. I don't think it's particularly neckbeardy, but this dude is trying way too hard to be edgy. Just sounds like a character who's being evil for the sake of being evil. Doesn't sound like a particularly interesting villain to me. Anyway, moving on. This next one's simply titled, oh okay, with rolling eyes emoji. If you are a woman and you are being assaulted by your partner during quarantine, please remember that you had the opportunity to be with people like me who wouldn't assault you, and decided you preferred assault. Please enjoy your decision. Wow. Sounds more like an r/nice guys post, but I'll allow it since this is pretty neckbeardy. But yeah, it just shows that this person doesn't care about the victim at all, when they're literally blaming them. And Brad777 comments, he's got a point though, he'd be way too lazy to brush off the Cheeto dust and assault a woman. He'd have to stop at verbal threats about how she didn't properly heat up his tendies. This next one's titled, Did I Actually Find a Neckbeard in the Wild? Well, considering this is Omegle, I don't think this could be considered the wild, considering there's so many trolls on there. But here we go. Jap girls are the best, also the tightest too. Well, too bad I'm not Japanese, I guess. Still Asian, though. All Asians are trash, except Japanese girls. Have you ever been with a Japanese girl? That's what Jesus, Martin Luther, Gandhi, Buddha, Muhammad would agree upon. And no, you talk about them as if you know them very well. I've seen their cartoons. Japanese girls are hot with the tentacles. Oh my god, they'd actually find a neckbeard in the wild? Holy crap. This next one has no words. Patrick, 21 years old, is born to game, forced to shower. Wanna upgrade my girlfriend from 2D to 3D. Always on that grind. Simp Nation, where you at? Here's my Venmo. Let's play some Animal Crossing together. This one's definitely satire, it's gotta be. This next one, however, is not so satirical. He actually used the actually, it's my Heba Philia excuse. Also, you can green text on Reddit, or is that something just for this subreddit? First statement, LMFAO, you really think women want husbands? And the Neckbeard replies, the ones who aren't delusional do. You're in the phase called rationalizing. Next quote, I'd not bet half my assets, thanks. Luckily, you don't have to bet anything because 0 women are trying to sleep with you and you have no assets. And the Neckbeard replies, well, the chick who invited me to Spring Festival with her among other girls would beg to disagree. Or the girl who gave me a romantic present and referred to her boyfriend as just some guy she knows. Unfortunately, the first one wasn't really my type, and for the second, I'm not a jerk. And I also didn't really want to have anything to do with someone with that kind of behavior. And the last quote, what will he do next? Make more pedo-themed comments? And the Neckbeard replies, it's actually Heba Philia, not pedo, you're a bit slow, I know. It is still illegal either way, and just straight up wrong no matter what you call it. Guys, do you know what's the most important thing to stockpile for this quarantine? Of course, it's gotta be the Mountain Dew. This dude's got a whole cart full of the stuff. So if you're wondering, why is the Mountain Dew sold out, now you know. A lot of neckbeards are gonna be pissed when they realize. For this next one, alphas and betas still exist according to this guy. Women would rather share an alpha than be with a faithful beta. For this next one, Ethan Klein tweets, the dude who swatted us multiple times just went to prison and he looks exactly like I expected him to. No neo-fascist. Don't swat, kids. You will go to prison. Now, for those of you who don't understand why swatting can be dangerous, it's literally calling an entire SWAT team to the victim's house. Having a whole team of heavily armed officers raiding your house is definitely not fun. For this next one, apparently Marilyn Monroe has Neckbeard fans. Northern Soul comments, all you mother effers are so misinformed and the dude hosting needs to take a look in the frickin' mirror. He's frickin' hideous and revolting. And Carl Smallwood replies, you're wearing a fedora in your profile picture, mate. This next one's titled, everything about this checks out. Portland Alerts tweets, update, one of the suspects who's trying to set the telephone pole on fire is named Cloud, and he's wearing a black shirt and a fedora. This next one's a meme that definitely belongs here. Actually, leg hair on a woman is disgusting. It shows that they aren't making any effort, while at the same time having an absolutely disgusting room full of just a bunch of garbage. But whoever made this meme might want to brush up on their Photoshop skills, cause the guy's foot has just vanished. This next one's titled, you should be nice to people who catcall you, mlady. Spiritual Butter starts us off by saying catcalling isn't funny, it's not funny when you ignore them and they start to follow you. And the Neckbeard replies, yeah, no crap, it's rude to ignore people. Maybe respond with kindness rather than hate and confusion. If a bad person has a target, you can't change their mind through speech. However, a good person might literally think you're playing hard to get. Just because you don't play games and don't give off mixed signals doesn't mean other girls don't. Communicate. Spiritual replies, how is me walking down the street minding my own business giving mixed signals? That is not an invitation to follow me, nonce. Please say psych right now. I've had years of this crap. Maybe men should be less crappy. And the Neckbeard replies, damn, I would hate to be your neighbor. You would probably rage at getting waved at. And Spiritual replies, please explain how waving at someone and catcalling are the same. Who raised you? Neckbeard replies, explain how catcalling and following and stalking are the same, lol. And Spiritual replies, 1. You never answer the question. 2. I never said stalking. 3. Guys catcall, I ignore them because it's power play. They decide to follow me. It's creepy AF because I do not know them and they could literally murder or violate me. It's late at night. I walk into McDonald's because it's the only thing open. I walk the rest of the way home on the phone to my friend in case they come back. This has happened so many times and to so many women. Catcalling is not okay. No one likes it. This next one was shared unironically on Facebook. What society want men to wear versus what men really want to wear. I don't get it. There's a lot of men who prefer to dress like the image on the left, but it's fine if you want to dress like the image on the right. And this last one gives a thanks to everyone who has posted on r/JustNeckbeardThings. Thank you. Thank you for saving my life. Reading the posts on here triggered within me that I have a problem. I was masturbating daily. I wanted to get a girlfriend desperately, but not for intimate reasons, just to sleep with her. I was essentially a perv, and a lot of my time was spent stuck in my head, fantasizing about rather inappropriate things. I'd even fantasize at school just to show you guys how bad it was. Anyway, one day I see a meme from the subreddit. It had something about body pillows. I hadn't gone down to that level, but it still struck me hard. I felt attacked. I was like, WTF, and decided to check the subreddit, and that was probably the biggest slap to my face. Well, reading these posts made me realize that the crap I'm doing is gonna make me go nowhere, and that if I actually wanted a real girlfriend, I gotta fix some stuff. Obviously, I wasn't gonna get one if I went on with this crappy lifestyle of mine. I searched up how to stop watching adult content and then started my nofap journey. Took me a year to get it right. I screwed up really hard. This was the hardest time of my life, and it was the time that I genuinely thought I'd be a screwed up incel for the rest of my life. But now, I have finally overcome my addiction. It feels good. Along with that was fitness. Lots of calisthenics and home workouts. I mean lots of them. Every day I'd lay out gym clothes and get my workout vids ready, and by the end of each workout session my body would be in agonizing pain. But I didn't give up. Took me months to get my body in shape. Right now I have slight amounts of baby fat, but I can finally see my abs. I'm extremely happy about this. And the last one is fixing my anxiety. Started to get comfortable around talking in big groups, started to talk to girls normally, and eventually my anxiety faded. I started to naturally feel safe talking to people rather than feeling that I was in some sort of war zone. My anxiety was a type where you'd feel your chest beating and it'd make you extremely scared. Started making more friends, started to learn cold approach. I was becoming a new man. I was no longer the loser incel that would only come home to watch adult content and play video games and then spend the rest of the day looking at dank memes. Now that I look back, I realize how one single meme, one single subreddit was enough to save me from a life full of pain and misery, and potentially even worse things. You guys are freaking awesome. These memes have an impact. They do save lives. Shaming people for their degenerate behaviors can actually get them to change, and I am a perfect example of it. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all for posting these memes. I owe you all. Wow, I just love reading these posts about people who see these posts and start improving their lives. It's just a complete transformation, and sometimes what you need is a wake-up call. And this subreddit was just that. Anyway, I would like to thank all of my patrons, especially Seth Southwell, Spoonie the Rogue, Kaberti, Forever Tired, and our newest member of the royalty, Fear the Cannibal. You can join in the link below, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.